it. Have you ever wondered what separates the successful from those who are struggling? Is it luck? Is it fate? Or is it something deeper, something within our own minds? Today, I want to share a powerful story that might just change the way you see yourself and your potential. It's a story about a beggar and a wealthy man, and the surprising lesson that transformed a life. On a bustling city street, a beggar sat day after day, his hand outstretched, his eyes downcast. He had been doing this for years, collecting just enough coins to survive until the next sunrise. He saw himself as nothing more than a beggar, a permanent fixture of the pavement. One sunny afternoon, a famously wealthy businessman walked past. The beggar, seeing an opportunity, called out, "Sir, can you spare some change? Anything would help." The businessman stopped and looked at the beggar, not with pity, but with a curious, thoughtful expression. He replied, "I would, but I have a policy. I only engage in fair trade. What can you offer me in return for my money?" The beggar was stunned. He looked at his ragged clothes, his empty hands. "Offer you? Sir, I have nothing. If I had something of value, I wouldn't be sitting here begging." The businessman smiled gently. "Everyone has something of value. Think about it." He then turned and continued on his way, leaving the beggar confused and a little frustrated. The encounter stuck with the beggar. For days, he could unstop thinking about the businessman's words. "What can you offer me in return?" He started looking around, truly seeing his surroundings for the first time in years. He noticed the beautiful wildflowers growing in a nearby park, the ones everyone else rushed past without a second glance. An idea sparked. The next morning, he spent an hour picking the most beautiful wildflowers he could find. He arranged them into a small, simple bouquet. That day, when he sat in his usual spot, he held the flowers instead of an empty cup. Later that afternoon, the same wealthy businessman walked by. The beggar's heart pounded. He held up the bouquet and said, "Sir, today I have something to offer. Will you buy these flowers?" The businessman's face lit up with a genuine smile. "Ah, excellent. How much are they?" "Whatever you think they're worth," the beggar replied, his voice trembling slightly. The businessman reached into his pocket, pulled out a large bill far more than the flowers were worth and handed it to him. He took the bouquet and said, "You've learned the first lesson of business. You created value where there was none before. Remember this feeling." This small exchange was a turning point. The beggar realized he wasn't just a taker. He was a creator. He was a seller. He was in business. With the money from the businessman, he bought more flowers from a wholesale market. His small patch on the sidewalk soon became a vibrant, colorful flower stand. He learned about different flowers, which combinations sold best, and how to talk to customers. The wealthy businessman smiled warmly. I remember you very well, but I must correct you on one thing. I didn't teach you anything. I only reminded you of a truth you already knew but had forgotten. The value was always inside you. All you had to do was recognize it and share it with the world. You are the one who did all the work. You are the one who built this success. This story is so powerful because it highlights a universal truth. The biggest obstacle we face is often our own self-perception. The beggar believed he was a beggar, so he acted like one. The moment he started seeing himself as someone who could offer value, his entire world changed. What are the wildflowers in your life? What unique talents, skills, or passions do you possess that you might be overlooking? Maybe it's a knack for listening, a talent for organizing, a creative idea, or simply a kind word. These are not small things. They are your sources of value. The world doesn't just reward those who have money, it rewards those who create value. The businessman's genius wasn't in his wealth, but in his understanding of human potential. He knew that giving the beggar a handout would only solve his problem for a day. By challenging him to find his own value, he gave him a solution for a lifetime. This is the shift from a mindset of scarcity to a mindset of abundance. Scarcity tells you that you don't have enough, that you need to take from others to survive. Abundance tells you that you have something valuable to offer, and by sharing it, you create more for everyone, including yourself. So, I want to challenge you today, just as the businessman challenged the beggar. What can you offer? Don't dismiss your talents. Don't underestimate your worth. Start small. Find your wildflowers. Offer them to the world. You might be shocked at how the world responds. Your journey from where you are to where you want to be doesn't start with a lucky break or a handout. It starts with a change in mindset. It starts the moment you stop asking what you can get and start asking what you can give. You are not defined by your current circumstances. You are defined by your potential and your willingness to act on it. You are a creator of value. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that inspires and empowers. Share this video with someone who might need to hear this message today.